I moved it. Outside of this. You can send it to me though.
We can have your attention again. I'd like to welcome Elder Florence Painter to come and provide an opening prayer.
Kagib mi kinamoy do, kagib mi coin do. Mi wetch, the me kit me no, keep me mamoy ni diang, chip me wawan doming. Me umbin do, upaganak. Chip me wetch and doming, ye be madizwin, kagibi mini going. Mi wetch be me kit, gab me shagan hashim, kakino ayam. Chi sittam Zoshko vineshikwa disnikas makwa dana magan gai midday anishna bekwe dao kawi koi dangang donji. I want to acknowledge first and foremost the Creator for what He continues to provide for us. I was a witness to the pipe ceremony this morning, and I thank my relatives that have lifted their pipes, and I've asked for that, for us to be together in spirit, in mind, as we come together to think about the little ones that did not make it home, and the survivors and their families. My husband and I are both survivors. I want to talk a little bit about the pipe ceremony that was conducted, because I believe that that's really how we always used to do things. We are here because we have done our ceremonies, and we have never put anything ahead of us. We've always put the Creator ahead, and we were all witness to that this morning. We lift our prayer and the pipes to the Creator and acknowledge what He has given to us as a people. And we acknowledge everything that is around us, the universe, the moon, the stars, the grandfather sun that's looking very good at us today and just giving us that source of energy, that source of light. We acknowledge all of that. We acknowledge the four directions in which those grandfathers and grandmothers sit, the helpers, as we lift up our tobaccos and our prayers. And we also acknowledge the four directions, the four races of humanity. We are very grateful for that life, and I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to be able to survive my language, and I believe I survived it because of the resilience, but as well as because my community at a residential school, but we also had that common language that we spoke in silence because we weren't allowed to speak. So I'm grateful for that, truly grateful. And we acknowledge Mother Earth for what she continues to provide. As a people, we continue to rely on those natural things that were placed here for us to enjoy. And we have survived as a people for thousands of years, and we'll continue to survive. You know, and I know that because I feel it and I can see it. I want to say, you know, sometimes we have to begin to show what we do as a people and what has sustained us as a people. And it's good to do an opening prayer, but we've already done the opening prayer on the land. Our relatives from mostly Peguis and Fisher River that were sitting on the land, sitting on Mother Earth to lift their pipes for us. So we thank you wholeheartedly for doing that work for us, so we can enjoy today in remembrance of those relatives. It's a combination of different emotions because we remember the little ones that were the 215 that gave us a big push to awake the world. And it has been awakening of the world. So thank you to everybody that's made their journey here today. You'll have a lot of opportunity to meet other people, you know, and just be yourself. Just be free. We're free. Yeah, I know, and we really are, have a free spirit. And it hasn't died and it won't die because the spirit of our people will continue to live.
I hope somebody recorded that. One of the best speeches I've ever heard. No, my name is Running Buffalo from the Turtle Clan, Brown Buffalo Warrior. I'm from Ochekwi CP, Fish River Cree Nation, and I'd like to acknowledge our elder there, Florence. We've known each other for a long time, and her husband is here somewhere, and we work together too. But Florence sure put everything in a good perspective. I don't even have to say anything, you know, because what she said was so true. And I just want to acknowledge all of you people here, all these people with orange shirts on and just being here, you know, and recognizing Orange Shirt Day, because, you know, we all have relatives. We've all been affected by residential school. And I work for an organization called Wase Healing Center. And I have really good people to work with, really good staff. And they've helped organize this. My son here, Junior, he did most of the work. He just come and tell me, and I say, okay, go ahead. I don't do all the work. But we acknowledge all our staff and all our friends that have helped to make this day possible, and all the different organizations that are a part of this. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, it looks so good.
Yeah, Wayne. Yeah, buddy.
Makes me want to cry.
Love you.
So if you see me falling down on the way to the convention center, pick me up. I made it twice, so I'm trying the third time, and my staff are trying to tell me, no, you ride in the back of the truck this time, you know, and I said, no, I'm still walking. I have a friend that's come to Wasay quite a few times. Her name is Diane. And she's not the healthiest, and last couple of times she had to walk, I tried to send her in the van, and no, she said, I'm a residential school survivor, I can do this. And so I watched her, and I wouldn't give up either, because she wouldn't. And she limps, and it was raining one time, you know, and she just kept on going. So that's the spirit that encourages me to do all this kind of stuff, you know. People like her. So thanks, Diane. We have a lot of leaders here, and you know, some of them are wearing headdresses, but there's a lot of people out in the crowd that are also leaders. You're all helping to move this Orange Shirt Day and residential school remembrance of all the people that have suffered and continue to suffer. Wasay is there to help if anybody needs to talk or to get some help on the healing. That's what we're about, healing. So I want to thank you all for coming. It looks really, really good out here. All those orange shirts there. Thank you.
Bonjour, Nadine Tansay. I'm the acting Grand Chief for the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs. I want to welcome you here to the Treaty 1 territory. I also want to thank the pipe carriers, the drum group, and everybody who's involved. I also want to thank the Family Advocates Office, Wasay, the homeless shelter from where we walked from this morning. It was a very good walk, started at 8 o'clock this morning. You know, today's a National Day of Reconciliation for us, and you know, for us as a people, that means something. You know, we're recognized as First Nations, the leader of this country. Like, you know, it's been a very great day, and I also want to recognize the former Grand Chief of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, Derek Nepanak. You know, it's a very honor to have him here today. You know, he's a very powerful individual. You know, I always used to think that the MKO Grand Chief was powerful, but this guy is powerful. But you know, with that, I'll say, miigwech, thanks everybody for wearing your orange shirts. It means so much to us as First Nations people. They can't take, you know, the Indian out of us. They just made us stronger. Miigwech.
Bonjour, Dinaway Magnanduk. Wasagishik Dizakaz Maknaknodam. Skanabewiz being Unji. My name is Gordon Bluesky. I'm the Chief of the Broken Head Ojibwe Nation, and I'm also the Chair for Treaty 1 First Nations. But before I get started, I just wanted to get a video of everyone here. I just want to ask or request that everybody can yell, "Every child matters," as loud as they can. Just for one cycle here, maybe 2 cycles, just so I can post that video in my community's webpage and Facebook, just so they know that we're standing here recognizing them and all the other ones that never made it home. We have our flags in Broken and hanging at half-mast right now, recognizing those children that never came back to our communities. You know, I myself is a survivor of the 60s scoop, and I've done a lot of work in my time dealing with the issues that were inside of me, the trauma that I carried. And I think that's the message that I have today, is that we have to be patient, especially with our people that are carrying the trauma, the people that are carrying the hurt and the pain that they suffered through. You know, I've done a lot of work and also reconciliation with my own community and my own family, because sometimes that feeling of every child matters, and especially in young people like me when I was a little boy, I was one of those ones that I felt that didn't matter. And it took me a long time to come back to this point here, and I'm very grateful. They tried to send us away, like Grand Chief Cornell's referencing there. They tried to send me away to America to take everything that was mine away from me. They took my language, they took my family, but I made it all the way back. It's that resiliency that Grand Chief said he was talking about in terms of our people. Proud to be. We have a lot of young people that were taken from our communities, just like residential school, that had to come back and make their way through their community and reintroduce themselves. But I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to be here representing my First Nation. I'm also proud to be Anishinaabe and having that spirit carried with me. It's a very important community. It's very important our people. You know, locally in our First Nations, this is a struggle that we have, but the fallout and the impacts of colonization and the actions taken by these governments, we as leaders are now dealing with locally in our First Nation. Our communities are suffering. But I'm proud to be here, and I'm proud to give that hope to my community and to my people. So I'd like to just ask you all, loud as you can, I'll circle around like this, and I'd like to just hear from everybody here. We've got a wonderful crowd here today. Miigwech. Here we go. Every child matters. Let's hear it.
Every child matters! One more time! Every child matters!
Miigwech, thank you.
It is my honor to stand here with you today, and we are here together to commemorate the spirits of 130,000 Indigenous people that were taken away into residential schools. We're here to commemorate the ones that did not make it home, those that died in residential schools. This is about them today. This is how we gather today to remember that they are not forgotten, and we will never forget them as long as we live and breathe as Indigenous people. We will not forget, because their lives and their spirit matter. Some of them are not found yet. They're in unmarked graves all over the nation. But we will find them. It is our duty. It is our duty to find them. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for being with us on this very, very historic day, and this very special day with us. And I want to finish off by saying a prayer that the pipe carrier asked me to pray, and I want to honor the elder. And I want to leave this prayer with you, because the pipe carrier says, we do this from our hearts. We do this for our people. And can you please share this prayer with the people? And I want to do that.
Miigwech, English the class, command house at Pisco. We go, Rick, kind of nervous. So we couldn't do with them. Serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Miigwech.
Ginanas commit now, Miigwech.
Bonjour, Anishinaabe. Nibin Makwan, Dijnakas Makwan Totem. I'm Derek Niebenak. I'm the chief of the Minigos of the Anishinaabe. We're about 4,000 strong on the shores of Lake Winnipegosis and what everyone else calls West Central Manitoba. It's my great honor to be here today to represent my people. My great honor to have that voice to share with you. That we're in the middle of our search right now. Some of you may know there was a residential school in Pine Creek from 1890 to about 1970. And about over those 80 years, we faced a great degree of damage in our community. And the Anishinaabe communities that sent their kids into our community faced great trauma and damage as well. Over the last year, we've been searching in our community, and we found so far 71 what the scientists call anomalies. 71 shallow burials around the residential school site. 14 of those burials are underneath the Catholic Church. How can we have reconciliation if we don't have the truth? know reconciliation is a very fancy political catchphrase of the day, but first we got to find the truth. And there's a lot of communities out there. There's about 2/3 of the communities that have historical residential schools, sanatoriums, places where kids were held, and places where kids never returned home again. The truth has to be found. Canada has to make those investments to help us find our lost ones, because there's so many of them out there. And once we can identify that, then we can start talking about the truth. The true history of what Canada is built upon is the tears and heartbreak of our people. I know that's a hard truth today, but it will play itself out in the years to come, and you will see that I'm correct in what I'm saying today. I ask you and I thank you so much for being here in such strong numbers to bring your kindness and your heart to this process, because it's going to be a long process and there's going to be more hearts broken along the way. But today, let's mark this day for what it is, a recognition for those who have survived. Elder Florence here, and so many have survived what we've been through. We have such a strong, resilient culture, and I see many of my Sundance brothers and sisters in the crowd. I know who you are, because your heart shines through this great tragedy and this difficulty we're in. Miigwech for being here. Ahom.
Okay, so what we're going to do next is at the cul-de-sac here in the front, we're going to start making our way through York, up Main, down Portage, turn on Edmonton, and then back towards the RBC Convention Center. I want to remind everybody to be safe. Look out for the elders if they start getting behind or they need some help. Watch out for them. Hopefully there's still some water. Get some water to everybody. And yeah, let's celebrate. Let's make this safe. And remember why we're doing this. Orange Shirt Day. Every child matters. Oh.